Hi guys, welcome to the explanation for PT19 Game 2. This is pretty straightforward. We have 5 days of the week and we're scheduling these workshops. So the workshops are L, P, R, and S, and it'd be nice if it was that simple, but each is a 2-day workshop. So we need to modify our pieces a little here. When you see the lighting, it's on 2 consecutive days. So it's really like LL, and then P would be like PP, R, S, S. So you get the idea there. And they've always got to be consecutive. So say S was on Wednesday, you'd either have to have an S here or an S here, and that's going to be how your block looks. And then there's not many other rules beyond that. On each of the 5 days, you've got at least one in session, so a blank day is no good. So no blank days. No having 3 on one day, that's also no good. X just stands for a random variable there, one of these 4. And then our last rule is that both production and rehearsals have to start after lighting. This rule says that in kind of a funky way, but immediately following the second day is the earliest. So you have lighting and then you're going to have PP sometime after that. This is just a simple sequencing rule. And then same with R, sometime after that. And when I saw this, I immediately sort of realized, okay, well, with these 2 rules here, that's going to mean S basically has to go over L, because say we have LL here, and then R, P. The only place you can put the S is you need to avoid stacking up so that there's 3. You're going to need to put it somewhere like over the L, basically. So that's kind of how the game's going to look. It's like L and S towards the beginning, and then P and R towards the back. And just make sure you're following this rule, and then you're all set. Okay, so for 8, we're looking for something that could be true. You want something that maybe jumps out at you, but I think you have to go through these methodically. So I look at A, only one workshop on Thursday. Is that possible? Let's try it. Okay, so let's say it's just SS this day, for example. Or sorry, let's try just PP. Well, then it becomes impossible to get RR out of the way of that and then follow this rule too. Now there's no room for LL to go before these 2. So it's simply not possible to have just one person on Thursday. You're always going to have PP and RR kind of jammed up in there in this area. It's worth mentioning here that L could never be in Thursday or Friday, because if it is, then there's no room for PP and R. Also, both of these, RR and PP, they could never be Monday or Tuesday. You need to have the L be able to get in there before either of those can start. Okay, so for B here, we've crossed out A. For B, only one workshop is on session on Friday. That looks more possible. Let's say we have PP, we have R on Wednesday. Mentally I'm thinking of these as like little blocks that stick together. Then we just have lighting here, and then SS goes right up over it. So that could work, and B's a could be true. It's our answer. Okay, for 9, we need something that could be true, so nothing to do but just look at all of these. So the workshop on lighting is in session on Wednesday. So L on Wednesday, and rehearsal is on Tuesday. That just violates this rule straight up, so you can get rid of that super fast. How about lighting in session on Wednesday, and the only workshop on Thursday, rehearsals? If you're paying attention, we already learned on the last question, you can't have only one thing on Thursday, so that's gone. There'd be no place to put PP if you were trying to do that. How about C, workshop and lighting on Wednesday, so it's going to be LL, right? Because you can't ever have L out here. And the only workshop in session on Monday is S. Yeah, that works fine. Now we have PP, R. So C works, and it's our right answer. Note that you would be keeping your prior work, and that could be very helpful here. We don't have the space, so we're just working in our main diagram. You'll be working with a little diagram up next to the question. It's worth noting that this is a game that maybe you could do scenarios. I think there's probably just enough variety that it would take too long to do, but it could work. Okay, for 10, we have production in session on Wednesday. And since P can't go here or there'd be no room for L, you know it's PP, right? So what must be true here? Well, we know LL would then have to be here. So I'm looking for that right away. And sure enough, answer choice A, L has to be on Monday. That must be true. For 11, we've got production is the only one on Thursday. So we're used to this by now. That means RR is going to have to go here. That's the only way to free up Friday. That'll force LL here. And then S could be either here, here, or it could be here and here. So what must be false here? The workshop in lighting is both on Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, that has to be false. LL is stuck here. Otherwise, you can't have Friday by itself. So A is our right answer there. Okay, last question. If lighting's the only workshop on Monday, so lighting, what could be true here? R and S on Tuesday? No, that violates this rule straight up. So that's out. How about only R on Wednesday? So just R. Then we'd have to have RR. Then you could try maybe having PP. And then SS like this. Then the issue is SS is going to have to be on Monday. Otherwise, you know, it's sharing it with Wednesday, right? So you can't have, you know, R be the only one on Wednesday and L be the only one on Monday. It's just not going to work. So B's out. How about staging is the only workshop on Wednesday? Let's try this. And then we have P, P, R, R, and everything works fine. Just get these two back here after L, LL like this, the SS block here. It's the only one on Wednesday. Okay, so C works out, and that's the final answer for that. And not too hard a game. I think you just have to get used to working with these modified blocks here. Essentially, this is just a slightly tricky basic ordering game where it's possible to have more than one piece in each spot. So that's all you have to get used to working with here. Okay, thanks. See you on the next game.